Morocco, Koshim Zian, Lebaz, Bakhair. So, you want to move to Morocco and you want to know what is the cost of living, the flus, the money that you need to sustain your living here in Morocco. As you know, I made a video like this earlier when I first moved to Morocco, but things have changed, right? I'm no longer in Tetuan, I am in Tangier. So in this video, I'm going to give you a breakdown of my Ana, Angkor, Hindi, Aishfa, Maghreb, cost of living here in Tangier. Before I go into the breakdown, this is my cost of living here in Morocco. As you know, this country, you can vary your cost of living. You have people living large, you have people living under the poverty line, you have people all in between. It varies greatly, just like any other country. So this is my cost of living for me specifically, and I hope it helps you when you guys are making your decision moving to Morocco, where to live and what to spend your money on and what you can expect. By the way, guys, I'm in my newly renovated apartment here in Tangier, north of Morocco. I give you a tour, but the cleaner, she's on the way here right now, so it's a little bit messy. It's Juma. I'm wearing my kandura here in Morocco, so in Juma, everybody wears this. Let's get into it. What is Angkor's expenses here in Morocco? Everyone's probably wondering. Few things, I am now married. As you guys know from our other videos, Ikram and I are married. So a lot of you guys, if you're looking to come here in Morocco, a lot of you dating Moroccan girls, and you're probably wondering, how does that impact your expenses? I will break it down. So I'm no longer by myself, I'm married. So for two of us, living together, I'm going to give you guys the breakdown of the expenses. One, as you know from the many videos I've made, my apartment here in Tangier, I purchased it for 120,000 euros at the time, about a year and a half ago, before I did the renovation and everything. So my rent is zero. A lot of you, your rent is going to vary if you come to Tangier, anywhere from maybe, if you're a foreigner like me, maybe 4,000 to maybe 1,500 euros. Let's put that on all spectrums, depending on where you want to live, the style. And I say if you're a foreigner because you probably want to stay in somewhere nice. You know, there's certain places we can take you. You probably get an apartment for 200 bucks a month, but you're not going to want to stay there. So that is, my biggest expense is gone, the rent. It's now zero, okay? Number two, for this apartment here in Tangier, what's the overhead? I pay 200 dirham, Miotain dirham, a month on the sandik, which you give, taking care of the building and everything, right? So that's 200 dirham a month there. What else do I have here? Amendes. Amendes is your electricity utility bill here in for lights, heating, and water. In the winter, comfortably, I'm spending about 700 dirham on this a month. I leave the lights on. Oh. As I was talking about the lights went out, guys. I have to go to Amendes and tell them to increase like some voltage, because I have a lot of European products here. Like we have 3 klimas in the house. We have like the Fern, the oven is from Europe. It like takes a lot of electricity, so they have to increase something. Long story, but the lights have been going off if you use everything at the same time. So that's my Amendes, right? So that's 700 dirham a month on Amendes. Comfortably, don't have to worry about the lights or turn the lights off, save flus, like just leave the lights on, we're off, whatever. Okay, my internet. I need to upload these high quality YouTube videos. I have fiber optic from Orange, which is just about 500 dirhams in the month. Mio Giga, 100 gigabytes. Miotain. I think it's Miotain or Mia. No, they give you Miotain for a few months, then they bring it down to Mia. So they give you 200 giga for a few months, they bring it down to 100. So uploading, if you're working remote, you have meetings, don't worry about anything. You fiber optic here in Tangier, it's very good. They get it really quick. Cell phone, it is the same, guys. Morocco Telecom. It's about 160 dirham a month. I get 30 gigs, 13 gigs of data. And then I get a bunch of calling. I don't know many Moroccans that I make phone calls. So, but you have almost unlimited calling, many minutes. Now, those are my main expenses for the house. I also have one big expense you need to know. Cleaner, right? Cleaning here in Morocco. So my cleaning, the ladies, sometimes she takes 120 to 200 dirhams for the cleaning. If the 2 ladies come, yeah, it's up to 200 dirhams. They'll come clean a lot quicker. If it's just one lady, she'll take about 120. 3 times in the week, 3 days in the semana, right? So how much is that? Jeez, I have to do the calculations, right? So that's, let's say 200 per cleaning, 3 times in the week. That comes a little bit above 2,000 dirham. So it's not always 3 days in the week. Some days, you know, Ikram will clean the house. I'll clean if I'm there. We're not here, we're traveling. So about 2 to 3 days in the week. So that comes to about 2,000 dirham a month. You can see that's my biggest expense, right? 2,000 dirhams, Alfain dirham a month for the cleaning. I like a clean environment. I like it to be clean. You don't have to have it that way, but if you have a family, you want things to be clean, you don't have to worry about it. 2,000 dirham is good. Next, let's talk about the gyms, guys, the La Salles. I actually have 1, 2, 3 gym memberships right now, okay? Now you're saying, wow, that's a lot of money. But here, listen to this. The gyms here are very, very, very cheap in Morocco. For example, right now I'm going to Jimmy's Fitness, which they have 2 locations, 3 in Tangier, 3 locations in Tangier, and I paid 2,000 dirhams for the membership, right? So Ikram, she has her membership as well. I have my membership for over a year. I think they gave you like 14 months, something like that. And they do bring the prices down, sometimes 1,500 dirham. It's a good gym, can get busy in the evening. So if you're looking for something a lot more private, it's the evening time's not good. In the days, it's empty. It's no issues there. So that's about 2,000 dirhams in the year, not the month, guys, the year. I was in Dubai, Saudi, America. I was paying that much per month some places, right? So that comes out to about 160 dirhams every month for me, right? And that's for my La Salle, okay? Ikram has that as well. I have a membership with my old gym in Tetouan, which they gave me like 16 months, a year and a half almost, right? And then the gym that we go to, Jimmy's Fitness, it's mixed. I'll make some videos about this too. It's mixed. And the days I go by myself without Ikram, I go to a men's gym here in Maslana. It's called Vikings Gym, really good. I'll show you guys that. It's about 20 bucks a month just for the monthly gym. So I do a month to month there. I think it's like 150 bucks for the whole year. So the gyms here are very cheap and very good. So yeah, Sandik, 200, Mendes, 700, Orange Fiber Optic, 500, Cleaners, 2,000, Gym, 160. So guys, we're at Let Elf Hamsania, so 3,500 just for my basic house, adding the gym expense as well. Now let's go to the transportation, right? Transportation, how are you gonna get around? Me, in Tangier, I would not recommend you drive. However, I do drive because I like to go around. I'm a very safe driver. I'm used to the streets here and they're pretty crazy driving. So if you're new to Morocco, I don't suggest you drive. I talk to a lot of Ajnabis here, even Moroccans from abroad. You guys are like, good luck, we don't want to drive. So I do have my own automobile. Let's say when I'm in Tangier, I spend maybe like 1 full gas of tank in my Range Rover for the diesel, the full tank. It's about 800 dirhams for the full tank. So we'll put one of those for the Range Rover. And I don't drive it every day, right? A lot of the days, most days, I don't want to be driving in traffic in and out. I take in-driver, right? So in-drivers in the winters, like 20 dirhams here, Hamso Shirin dirhams, 25 dirhams. You're pretty much around all of Tangier. Sometimes maximum 30 dirhams. Shouldn't be more than 30 dirhams unless you're staying really far out somewhere. So let's say approximately 20 dirhams. I do take in-driver like once or twice in the day when I do take it. So that's like 40 dirhams. Let's put it at 40 dirhams. So that puts it at 800 dirham in the month for the in-drivers, okay? In-drivers, very cheap. As you can see, you guys don't want to drive a Range Rover or something, just take in-driver. It's a lot simpler. You don't have to worry about parking the car, people scratching your car, all types of things. I can make a full video about that as well, but keep it simple, use the in-driver, about 800 dirhams in the month. So guys, let's talk about eating. As you know, I've been bulking, I've been putting on a lot of muscles, and Ikram and I, we do eat quite healthy. We love eating at home. We love cooking at home too. So how do I balance that out? What's the cost of eating here in Tangier in the north of Morocco? So first of all, for groceries, I allocate $100 a week, 1,000 dirhams for groceries going to Marjan. That means every time I go to Marjan, pretty much I can get whatever I want without looking. Okay, so I can put this here, I can get my almaz, I can get this for 100 bucks a week, and that's a very, very comfortable budget, and that's for 2 of us here. And I eat quite a bit, very comfortably. I eat a lot, and so that's for all of our groceries every week. Some weeks we skip it, some weeks we do a little bit more, but more or less we allocate about 1,000 dirham every week for shopping at Marjan or Carrefour. So that's Arba Elf, that's 4,000 for all my groceries. Beautiful great fresh foods here in Morocco and cooking them at home. By the way, guys, if you're looking to move to Morocco, my apartment in Tetuan is going to be available now. I'm telling you guys first, it's going to be available for rent in beautiful Costa Mar, as you've seen in all my videos. So if any of you guys are visiting the north of Morocco, want a great place to stay in the north of Morocco, in Costa Mar Martil, my apartment is available for rent starting in January. I wanted to let you guys know first. Okay, guys, now I eat a lot of djej, chicken. So on top of the marjan groceries, I don't get that from marjan. I get that from a fresh butcher here. They make fresh djej meat, anything you want right in front of your eyes, guys. I never eat frozen meat ever again since I left the US. So I spend about 200 dirham every week and a half. Let's round it up and say 400 dirham a week on djej. I'm talking I get every time 3.5 kilos, 2 whole djejes. I'm eating djej every day. I have djej in the fridge right now. So that's my current diet. And at the moment, let's say that runs us about 1,500 dirham a month. Just for meat, protein, everything that I'm getting for my eating, okay? So you have my marjan groceries and djej, all of that we're cooking at home 80% of the time, 90% of the time, right? I will allocate, let's say about 500 dirham a week, let's say 100 each time for ordering out to Glovo, which is like the DoorDash or the Uber Eats that you guys get abroad. Where they deliver food. So some days we don't want to cook, or we've cooked and I want something else, want some crepes, something sweet. I'm working, I need to order food. So let's say 500 dirhams for ordering that, okay? So that's for the food expenses. As you can see, for me, that's a lot because I always, since growing up, can spend as much on the food, it's fine. Just live comfortably and whatever your diet is. And most people don't eat as much as me, but so that's probably more on the upper end, okay? Now, eating out, we do go out quite often. You know, we end up eating out too. So like Saturdays, we go out, date night, go to a lot of places here in Tangier, Tetuan in the summers. So I will say that we do that maybe once a week at least at the moment. In the winter, sometimes less, but it's around once a week. So I do allocate, let's say about every time we do go out, nice restaurants like Tangerino. We go to cafes, RR Ice, bring our friends. Sometimes, most of the time I pick up the bill for these things too. So that comes out to about, let's say, maximum 1,000 dirham a week, right? So let's put 4,000 dirham for your eating out and expenses at these restaurants. This is maximum for us, guys. I'm giving you guys the upper limit. So you go to a place like Tangerino, beautiful Spanish restaurant. You order paella, big paella, get some starters, things, maybe some non-alcoholic drinks and things. So it's about, let's say 1,000 dirhams. You don't want to be looking at the bill. That's what I would allocate for that. So that's 4,000 dirhams there. Where are we? So 4,000 for marjan, okay? 4,000 dirhams a month for marjan. What's 1,500 dirhams for the meat. The butchers here that I go to and get the fresh meat. Ikram cooks amazing chicken, guys. They make good meat dishes here in Morocco. You'll see that when you get here. And that's why I choose to eat it here at home. Glovo, food delivery, 500 dirham, and then 4,000 dirhams for eating out. So that puts it almost 1 million. That puts it for $1,000 just for the food, groceries, eating out, delivery, everything related to food is most of your expenses here. On top of that, I will allocate about $1,000 just going out. If we're going out shopping, we like to go sometimes to the malls. We get some things. Ikram wants some things from Bershka. I need to get some winter clothes at the moment, things like that. So I'll allocate about $1,000 just for that. Okay. So a lot of you saying, well, that's so much, but guys, like no more rent. You buy a house here in Morocco, especially Tangier, no more rent. Okay. And no more of these expensive apartments where I was renting since I came here. Like maybe back home in Europe or the UK, US, you're renting. Guys, if you're buying here, no more rent. That's your big thing. No car expenses as well. Remember the rental car that I had, the Dacia in Tetuan, that was what, Sta Elf, 600 or 700? That was my biggest expense at the time. That's gone. So I can move that money and put it into have $1,000 just for us going out spending, you know? So we don't really have to look at things, and you're not really going to spend that much. That if you're like going out, you need a little bit of makeup here. Like my Ikram, she needs some makeup, we'll get that. If I need some clothes, like I was saying, we'll get that. Need some creatine supplements, things like that. I'll just break it down for you. I'll allocate about 1,000 dirham for that. So that's my expenses now, guys. I've been very happy about it. A lot of people here, maybe some Moroccans, be like, "Oh, that's so much. What are you doing?" Like, but again, the lifestyle here, it depends. There's some people live off very little, and some people who live off way, way, way more than me. So yeah, guys, those are my expenses. Talafrasik, take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon in the next video. A lot of updates here. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.